Hey, and welcome back to Spiritfarer. Today is going to be what I'm assuming to be the second to last episode. Last time we said goodbye to Jackie. Today I want to finish like the last few errands, you know, before I leave myself through the Everdor. That requires me to do a few things. First of all, I need to chop for some beef. The next thing is I need to finish like the treasure quest. You know, that would be kind of sad. I kind of want to reread this because I feel like at this point... Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I was so distracted by like the spirits here, I kind of forgot something. I'm going to talk to you in a second, I'm sorry. But... Hey, look at you just hanging out here. Like, I'm kind of impressed that I never noticed that like the spirits are like hanging out there, because I feel like most of the time I went to the place... Oh! That's like a lot here. A torn letter from Jackie, a crossed-out letter from Jackie, and another one from Jackie. Gotta read through those in a second. Spiritflower. This is Jackie's Spiritflower. A red dahlia. It can be used to upgrade your boat. Also apparently, okay, just because you're sleeping, your quest is kind of gone right now. That's fine. I was kind of worried there. Also, something else here? Oh yeah, the Dead of Night. Remember your friends you met along the way? In the Secret Life of Trees. This was actually one that I wanted to look at, but apparently there's another one? That's new, okay. First of all, let's check out like something funny. I'm assuming the Secret Life of Trees is going to be funny. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Look at us murdering him. Not even Daffodil is on there. I'm kind of disappointed. You're not a great artist, Mr. Gaia lover. The Dead of Night. Remember the friends you made along the way. Look at that. All the constellations here. Am I not missing someone? Yeah, I kinda am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, like we have Bruce and Mickey. We have Gwen. We have Astrid. We have Alice. We have Stanley. We have Elena. We have Atul. Gustav is top left. I completely forgot. I was thinking of a nose. We have Giovanni. And we have Summer. Right, like Summer had like the long one. We had like a similar one that's also like kind of snaking what that is. That wasn't Summer, that was Karen, right? I think. So it's not even all of them. It's kind of interesting that there's some missing apparently. Huh. Did I get that because I was hugging everyone? I don't actually know. Still, I should probably read like the letters here. A crumpled letter from Jackie. A crumpled letter with Jackie's handwriting. A torn letter from Jackie. A torn letter with Jackie's handwriting. Some pieces are still legible. And a crossed out letter from Jackie. A letter with Jackie's handwriting. Most sentences are legible despite being heavily crossed out. I guess start with the torn one? No, let's go left to right. Crossed out letter from Jackie. I know I hurt you. I've been thinking. I feel terrible. I hope you can forgive me. I hope you can forget. I'm sorry. That's interesting crossing out. So like I feel terrible. I hope. Forgive me. Sorry. I mean, it's an attempt to write something. Yeah. A torn letter from Jackie. Dear Daria, who is also gone already. I'm currently reading a book to deal with my anger issues. It says that the first step to getting better is to ask for forgiveness from the people you've hurt. I know it sounds stupid, but could you? The letter is torn here. Yeah, I mean, trying to is probably something. Right, but you first have to... How do I put it? You first have to reach a point where you feel like you can ask... Or like, can accept forgiveness, right? Like, would a yes, I forgive you be enough in a situation like that, right? If you're not in a mental state where you could even accept like either one of those outcomes properly... Right, like, I feel like that might be a bit early, but hey, Daria's gone. Sadly, anyway. Hey, Daria, what's up? I've heard you've been doing better since Stella has taken over for me. I'm happy to hear it. The rest of the letter's blank. Yeah, alas, Daria was already gone. But yeah, I at least appreciate that he realized the harm he had done. And I genuinely believe that there had been... Right, more time, a chance, maybe not to make everything right again, but at least to improve the situation, to maybe let others learn from his mistakes, stuff like that, right? Like there's always something you can do, I guess. Right? You can try to atone. Like I mentioned before, not everyone might deserve like forgiveness from everyone, right? Like there's some actions that cannot be easily forgiven, or at all even. But that does not mean that you should just give up because of it, right? Like, it is only worth it because you can, like, it's only worth to be forgiven if you put in the effort kind of thing, right? Like, this sounds like maybe a bit extreme for, like, certain actions, right? Like, some things are, like, really simple, but you at least have to be, how do I put it? If you're not showing remorse, right? Like, if it's just also, like, a point, like, at least a little bit of work, then a forgiveness doesn't really mean anything, right? And for some reason, you at least have to show that you try to be better. Wow, look at that honey. Right, like if you do bad actions constantly, like asking for forgiveness about them when you're still doing them, right? You have to kind of change first, right? That's kind of what I'm saying. I'm not saying that like people have to put in work all the time to be forgiven. There are like different levels of work that are completely acceptable. Right, because like sometimes people see that like to the extreme where I'm saying like you have to work for like forgiveness. Sometimes, or like put in like a certain amount of work. And I do believe that there's like a little bit of work definitely required for like most types of forgiveness. But there are also like smaller things, right? Like where an apology might be enough. But that's also work, right? Like don't forget about that. Anyway, before I continue rambling too much, I went here because I wanted to have some beef. Beef with the shop owner mostly. Can't believe this shop owner. That's it. I also wanted to read the other letter. This is like something I got interrupted by. Because I feel like, I mean I got the treasure map, but I feel like that's not quite enough. Maybe I'm missing something. I should have probably reread the text in the letter, and maybe it's going to help me. I don't know why I completely forgot about the letter, like the moment I saw like a picture. It's like, oh, I love maps, okay? Anyway, let's buy some stuff. Ninja diorama? No, I'm not gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy all the beef, though. Look at my money, by the way. And I still need XP, by the way. Like, that's like the next thing that I'm still really struggling with. So how about this? I'm gonna go... Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go over to Elf... Elf... Wait. For some reason I thought like Alphonse, no, Alfreds, right? Like sometimes... no, not Alberts. It was something with L, okay? I knew it. To Alberts to, like, at least upgrade the size of my boat. I know it's, like, kind of ridiculous at this point. Also, how are you feeling? You are absolutely hungry. What? You told me that nobody would go hungry anymore. What? You're so much more hungry than before. I've given you food even in between. The upgrade lied to me. Absolutely lied to me. Also, like, the second one from the bottom, like, the top. You're also, like, slightly hungry, but, like, you're not starving. That's so weird. But you're starving more. I don't know if it's, like, a random thing, whether you're starving. Because I did shear the top one, but, like, not the one below there. Huh. That's weird. I'm gonna, you know... I should have probably sheared you properly, but, hey, first of all... Not sheared, but, like, fed. Feeding, shearing, it's the same thing, okay? In my world, it's both using some sort of knives, if you think about it. Anyway... I'm gonna get the upgrade so I can also look at the upgrade list again. I wanna write down like what I need for the upgrade afterwards. Just so I can already put in some work, because again, XP bottles are like not something I can get currently. And that's like, I don't know why I'm going up here. That's like kind of annoying. And then afterwards I'm gonna read the letter. And maybe sheep, you know, deal with the sheep. Like I know I just looked at them, but I really need to feed them at this point. Let's just check. Are you hungry again? Okay, so it's not like a thing where you're just like kind of depicted as like constantly hungry. I'm just kind of confused, okay? And this is so weird. I'm still gonna feed all of you. We have like more than enough corn at this point. I don't even know when I picked up like 100 something corn. It's apparently that easy to just harvest those. I'm not gonna share you though. You're going to stay warm and sweaty. I'm sorry. And also some yogurt. We did need that. And some cheese. Huh? Did I leave it in for too long? Is that the issue? Okay. I did not expect it to work like that, which is annoying because I didn't actually need that much cheese. I always thought you only had to do it like a different way, where you have to like put it in again. But I'm assuming just if you wait for too long, maybe because I slept in between and just took for way too long and you were just, you know, doing it like this. Anyway, I'm gonna feed you just so I get more milk. That's definitely how that works, 100%. I don't know about the mechanics, but I'm just gonna believe it. And if I believe it hard enough, then it's true. Anyway, I guess it's time to go here for the second to last time, because I just need to know what it is. Oh, I once had a friend who cut his own toe. He had a new one made of rubber. He was called Roberto. Oh, get it? Oh, upgrades. No, we still have like 2 upgrades here, right? No, this is actually the last one. Okay, I thought for some reason it's 2. And we have like the 2 boats, which I can almost afford. The last upgrade is also not... It's 10,000, okay. I literally just need the rose gold, which I had made before, but I used up at some point, which is like 1 recipe and some XP bottles. I guess I'm gonna get like the boat here. And the last one is 80,000, which means we need 90,000 glims at the end of the game. Which is not that hard to do, like it's 15,000 at this point. I feel like a few errands, absolutely reasonable. The boat is so empty and it's like so ridiculous for me to do that. Also, you had something to say. Stella, look, I have something to tell you. Know that there are only 2 of us in here. You might have guessed already, but yeah, I can't really ever go through the other door. It's really hard to explain. My guess would be that I've already been through in a weird, strange way. See what I mean? Sorry to break it to you, but I don't think there's more to it. You, me, us, the world. Listen, I don't really want to push you towards this. Frack no. But, you know, I think you should give accepting your fate a try. I really not want to give a lesson, but far from it. Funny thing, I don't even know if I myself accepted it. My presence here might give us a clue. That being said, if you say, I'll try to entertain you with the best of my abilities. But there's not much I can do, you know. As if I were somewhat limited. As if an invisible barrier existed in me too. I kind of feel it, you know. Sorry, Commander. I'm really sorry. I don't know if I'm like... I'm kind of happy about that, but kind of not. Hey, and you're like unhappy about... Okay, you're just hungry. I don't know, that's weirdly a relief for me, even though it doesn't really matter, right? Like, I've talked about like the grand scheme, or like the grand end of things, I guess, like the grand scheme, that I really am happy to have someone here. I still don't really know how Buck, I guess, is part of my story then, if he... Like, he said something about, like, maybe he already went through there, and there's like some truth in that, because he already was here, right? Maybe you read about him? I don't know. Maybe he was like a part of like something we read, like since it's like this gaming space. I don't think we were related, because otherwise I feel like that would have come up at some point, right? Even though it was like still the one text or like the one dialogue with like Elena, where I still don't really get it, because there was like some talk about like the wedding, like the promise in form of a ring, which could have just been like someone else who was married, because I don't think I've ever heard about like Stella being married, right? No, someone. And there was like the a stack of coins by someone's brother. And I'm still not really sure if it was like about us, because that would have implied that we had a brother, and there was no brother until now in here, right? Also, there's like the thing why he can't pass, because he's technically the storyteller, right? Like he's here to tell a story, right? Like he has to be here till the end. And I think it would have been like really lonely to go through the gate alone. Even though now that I've seen that the other spirits are like technically still with me in a way, right? Like we are never alone, right? It's like quite different. Anyway, it's nice. It kind of gets that off my mind, that I'm like not worried that I'm gonna say goodbye to another spirit before I have to say goodbye to myself, I guess. Anyway, cereal bowl. There's no better way to start the day. No, I'm like more of a one meal kind of guy, like 1 meal a day. So I tend to eat like a large breakfast, like in a lunch, dinner, and breakfast kind of sense. A cherry pie. This must be where pies go when they die. Well, cough drops. They burn a healthy throat and douse a fiery one. What a mystery. Well, a sure mystery. Vegetable stir fry. A colorful veggie carnival that can only bring joy and satisfaction. A crab cake. Is it a crab? Or is it something else? Who cares? It's delicious. Milk toast. It's just wet bread. Fair enough. And a meat pie. Easier than a Wellington, but as tasty. Impossible not to cook too much of it. Well, that's something. Thrushes once again sang us to a simple message. Ready for a little side adventure. This one involves the wandering merchant Francis. He carries cargoes and stories and doesn't shy away from giving errands to adventurous rovers. You should run an errand for him. I'll explain it all. Okay, so there are like still side quests I can do, which is interesting. It's cool that we still get like something to do before we are done. Right, I did not quite expect that. Maybe there's like going to be like one more episode if it's actually that much. Anyway, I've been putting it off. Let's read this one. Luda's Literary Review presents the first of Crow's End's Ink Lost Bounty. And remember, salt can be a treacherous foe when you are made of ice. See enclosed Portaloon chart for reference. So, salt and ice. Were there like some salt mines that I forgot about, but like salt and ice? I'm gonna, wait a second, I'm gonna open the image again. Okay, I have the image open here again so I can compare it. I'm gonna put it like somewhere. I don't know how to put it for you guys, just to compare it. So, if you're saying an ice, I'm assuming it's going to be like somewhere here. I still don't quite get it though. I mean, maybe I was right and it was here, because there are like not that many places it could have been. Maybe I just need to go like a straight line this direction, more or less, so like slightly to the south. I'm gonna try it. I should obviously... Where am I currently? Oh wait, obviously I'm here. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go to the bus stop again. No, wait. Explicitly to Francis, because we have to talk to Francis. That's probably like a bug quest line here. But yeah, it's kind of nice that we have like someone still here. Like imagine... How do I put it? It's not just that going alone through the Everdor would have been lonely, but it's also the thing that... how do I put it? That we still have like stuff to do, right? Like we are not 100% done with what we want to do. Imagine we did that like all in like perfect silence in a way, right? Like we can cook meals that nobody eats. Stuff like that. Ah, yes. Oh, a merry adventure. Oh, that's right. I need to get into character, dust off a bit of my old method acting. Give me a minute. La 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 la. Roogle. Hello, my dear. Welcome to my humble embarkation. I am Phyllis. I pillage villages and steal from the corpse of the day. Pillage villages is like very piratey. I have their things, the things of the dead people. Buck, are you sure about this? Sounds macabre. If you find more of these objects for me, I shall reward you and shower you with treasures untold. Whew, that was harder than I thought. How was it? Good, yes? I think I nailed it. Buck wanted a somber tone. I think that came across. Do you want like... Okay, find and collect burnt food, questionable meal, visions of oil? That's certainly something. An old shoe, household glue? I kind of expected you to ask me to give you like the lemon or something like that. But hey, that's something. Burnt food, questionable meal, old shoe, household glue. I can do all of those. And some glimpse, you know? And I guess that's everything here? That was a lot easier than I thought, but I have a lot of stuff at this point. Commander. Well done. You accomplished once again an adventurous task. Bards will once again sing your praises. The graces of Imelda will once again inscribe your name in the golden scrolls. You did great. Congratulations. Okay. I guess I have to find the lost bounty then. Yeah, I'm gonna try like the space that I tried before. Maybe I was just not close enough to something. Right, that's like currently my theory. If they're talking about like it being cold, I'm assuming it's going to be in the cold. And if it's that island, right, like the scale might just be off, that's the first thing. And second of all, it might just be that they don't make it like too hard, like at least for the first one. Are you done? Remove item? No. Okay. You're probably not done. I still need the yogurt for something. And it apparently still takes some time. I'm just kind of still confused why that happened like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the island actually, and then I'm gonna just go like in a straight line. I'm assuming if something is there, then... Also looking at the map again, maybe I was just like off with the scale, because like the scale seems really wonky now when I think about it. Because like currently I'm thinking, on the map it's like from the center of the island to like this line, if that's like the truth basically. There's like around this distance, which means that it's like half that. So it would be like closer to here. Maybe I was just like too far away. If it's not here, I'm gonna go to like the island. I'm gonna try it from there. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but if the rule is basically that it has to do with like salt and ice, then there aren't like that many places it can be, right? Also, I could probably continue like my cooking quest, but I'm just gonna wait here for just a second. We never know. Oh. A message? Or like a quest? A quest! A quest! I don't think it's here, right? Is it? Commander, a new adventure awaits. Deep down in the narrowest crevices of the underworld slithers a vile and villainous creature. A treacherous enemy who puts our newly gained peace at peril. The Lizard King! Not the Lizard King. We just dealt with him. Fallen monarch of the Slithy Raz dynasty. Long was he in waiting, cloaked by the shadows of the Carlomin grottos. Long was he devising his grotesque return. But Commander, the ever-vigilant sentinel thrushes have warned us of his reapparation. He has been seen last in Edgeborough Lane. There is hope we could stop him and make him see reason. Onward! I mean, didn't we send him to deal with, like, the birds? You know? I don't know. I'm gonna pick you up, though. Yogurt! And also we can milk you again, which is, you know, probably useful. Milk! Give me all the milk. I need the calcium. I need to have strong bones for the Evergate, okay? But still, I do appreciate that we have, like, small things to do that we can do, like, in between. I'm gonna focus, like, on some other things, though. Is there really nothing here? Okay, I'm guessing I'm gonna go for my other theory then. I'm gonna go to the island. And from there, I'm just gonna go, like, in a straightish line. Maybe I'm gonna find something on there, like, while something's happening. I would assume that if we got, like, close to, like, some treasure, that the game would basically just tell me, right? But for now, I'm just hearing the billowing sails. Maybe I'm also, like, completely wrong, right? I could just be in the completely wrong spot for, like, this quest. Which, you know, would be reasonable, but there aren't, like, that many places. Maybe it is actually turned around, but this is the only island that's, like, split in a similar location, so I would expect it to be here at this point. There aren't, like, that many cold places, unless it's, like, in the mist, but they talked about, like, ice explicitly. Is there, like, a place we can get salt? Could we buy salt here? Was salt something we've found before? Because I don't remember. I feel like salt is, like, one of those things that you use, like, so much in cooking, it would be kind of annoying to have that here, right? Like, as a partial recipe. Loneberg. Bus stop. We have, like, a rough line like this, but this is also, like, not perfect, right? Like, this is, like, always the issue. It's not perfect, but it's, like, close enough. And it has two islands that would actually be, like, in this alignment. But it's, like, slightly to the south. Maybe the grid is, like, important. Right, because there's, like, a grid on there. Maybe it's showing me that's, like, down here, basically. And how many squares would that be? Because we're not really creating squares, though. It would be around here, then. I'm assuming. Wait, 1, 2, 3? Maybe here exactly? It's, like, near the corner that is, like, kind of drawn in. But again, like, the rain lines don't really match up. Yeah, but see, I'm still gonna try it, and then I'm gonna go back to my other list, because I still have that one open. Yeah, I know that the game is going to pause while I'm in there, but I still needed to cook some stuff. I just have to check the recipes. I do remember there was, like, something I needed yogurt for, right? So, recipes. We have everything in here. The first recipe that's missing is before the lollipop. I feel like I can probably find that one. Which is sweet yogurt, which is just yogurt and some sweetener. And yogurt and maple syrup. That's quick, okay. You know what? I don't know why I expect this to take a long time. That's the first one. Sweet yogurt. And the next one is after the sweet tea. Which is a grilled steak, because we've never cooked beef for some reason. Don't know why. And we stopped. I don't feel like this is the right place, though. Right, like, I'm trying, like, measurements and stuff, but apparently there's just nothing. Also, like, again, like, the map doesn't really align like that. That's, like, the hardest thing about this. But I feel like, you know, at this point, there aren't, like, that many places where it could be, right? I need to find it. Like, worst case, at some point, I might actually have to check, like, some wiki or something like that, because it would be kind of silly to, like, spend, like, hours of my life here. Anyway, you're still cooking. What else do I need? I feel like we're basically done at this point, right? Like, there are, like, maybe 2 more recipes? No, it's just this one. Okay, we are done. We have cooked everything. You know, maybe we should visit Susan then. Right, like, because we have, like, a minute here. I bet we still need some fish. But if we do, then we can figure that one out, like, over there. Yeah, let's do that first. I kind of missed, but it should be fine for, for our transport, right? Should be very lovely. I am just going to skip ahead, right? I really love how, like, crystal clear the water is in this region, right? And you have, like, this massive reflection of the boat. Anyway, more lobsters. I still need to wait until, like, the kitchen is done, which apparently still takes a minute. Like, there's a reason why I'm only, like, cooking, like, 1 per recipe, but come on. Okay, it's just a few seconds. Let's stand here together. It's fine. The last recipe, and at least we get, like, a list of, like, fish that I still need. I'm not sure where I would have to look for those, though. That's, like, the bigger issue, I'm guessing. Because otherwise, I feel like we've gotten everything, right? Like, we have made all the plates. We got, like, all the resources, to my understanding. We are just missing, like, a few XP bottles. I don't actually know. Maybe you have to be, like, better at the minigame or something like that. That would have been, like, kind of cruel if that's, like, kind of the limiting factor on, like, the last upgrades. Anyway. Anything, okay, to say? What do you want? Get on with it already. I'm gonna do that. Look at that. We got something. You know, all the figurines, some clothing. Well, well, you're back with your creepy looking dolls. These things are most definitely haunted. You know that, right? You even look cursed. Well, I mean, I understand why, like after saying goodbye so often, right? I can see it in your eyes. Those eyes have seen things, out of this world things, deep in the abyss things. You should really kick this habit of collecting such strange objects. It would clear your head. It would even give me some peace of mind. Take this. Just get out of my sight. Blackberry outfit, yay. We have almost all the fish. We are missing 1. We're missing 1 fish. Wow. And we can get a pirate outfit. Might be important for something, I guess. Collection finished. And food. Do I have to cook those then? Because I do not have some recipe that I've never cooked. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna make like a quick list. I'm assuming it's going to be like in the same order than the stuff that I've already gotten. This would be wonton soup. Have I not made that? Also, I'm missing 6 dishes. That's like the crazy thing. Okay, I'm gonna write that down real quick. Okay. I get it. You're yawning. I'm gonna make those dishes. I have 6 dishes that I'm missing. It's wonton soup, maple salmon, a berry pie, and I'm also going to check out the errand just because I need like a little bit more money. Maybe there's like something easy I can make. But I don't think so. I mean, this is like 1,000 at least. This is like another almost 1,000. I can sell some of the stuff that I found. But I feel like we don't get like the big ones anymore. Bottled ectoplasm I can't get because it's daytime. But we should probably get that one just to get like a little bit more money for the near future, right? But yeah, I'm gonna quickly cook those. It shouldn't be like too hard. Since I'm still missing like 1 fish, I don't know where I'm gonna find that one. I still am assuming that it's going to be like in the misty area. Just because that's like the one where I fished like the least. Anyway, wonton soup. And we have like all of those. So like, let's get muesli first. I don't know. Wonton. Let's just go like from here. Heat-treated crab is just a snow crab, and the other one is just a lobster. I should have like some snow crabs, right? Yeah, that's not. Am I stupid? Am I missing something? Were crabs in a different section? Huh? Did I use all of my crabs? I thought I had like more. I am so confused. Why? I guess I have to fish one. I thought I had like more. Huh. I guess I can do that, but like lobster as well. Right, because like, again, like these are like the fish ones. I can definitely get you. This is like a regular lobster, so I hope that's fine. But still, I'm gonna fish a little bit, I guess. Okay, I got my snow crab. That took a lot longer than it should have. Let's get that one cooking, and I also needed like something else, but I need to just check the list, right? Snow crab, yeah, one of those. I needed berry pie, which should be easy enough. I just need to, you know, use one of my berries. I'm assuming raspberry is fine. And that stuff, I'm hoping. I hope like that the cornflower is fine. And just because like cornflower apparently makes like so many other recipes. Look at that. My buttery lobster. Muesli needs probably just cereal, right? Like cereal and... I would be confused. Yeah, berry and yogurt. Okay. So it's not cereal. That's good that I checked. Berry and yogurt, which should be here. Berry pie we have. Maybe a salmon is like the last one that I need, but like all of them are like cooking currently. I guess I'm gonna leave then. And my theory is still that I need to go like to like a misty area to make progress with like the fishing, because again, it's like the only area I have not really fished that much in. I'm gonna think about like how to deal with like this particular you know, quest with like the maps. I'm still gonna visit like the Lizard King and stuff. I'm assuming that these quests are going to be like repeating at some point, maybe? Something like that, because otherwise like the Bugs quest currently, because I feel like side adventures just to keep me busy. But yeah, I guess I'm happy to hear that like somebody kinda went to the afterlife, but kinda didn't. I don't know. Those are quite stories, I guess. Wait, I wanted to make maple salmon. I have the weird feeling it's going to be salmon and maple. Do you have salmon anywhere? Maybe not. Maybe it's the one that I'm missing. Huh. I guess I can't make it. Well, I guess... I don't know if I've ever gotten salmon. That's like the hard thing. I should have probably checked like what I'm missing, but hey. I don't know how to check what I'm missing, right? That's like the biggest issue here. I'm gonna go over here. Maybe I can do it like in this area, because then we have like 2 areas overlapping, maybe? I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know. But if it is actually salmon that I'm missing, because again, I don't actually remember fishing salmon, but it's not like I remember fish. So I'm not really that sure. But I guess I'm gonna do like some fishing. You know what? I can actually fish here. That's fine. But I should probably give a bug something to eat before I, you know, continue fishing for like an hour or so. Let's see. I'm just gonna, you know, check every once in a while if I got something new. Look at that. Heat treated, I can't even talk. Heat treated crab. Just as foretold in the book of foretellings. I don't know where Bug is singing out. I would assume that you were here. Also, I can get some more upgrades here, right? Improve. Are there any buildings that have not improved fully at this point? We have gotten a coral improved. We have not improved you because I need oak planks. This one we have upgraded. This one we have not upgraded. What does that mean? How would I upgrade you? Do I just get like more, it just says more archives and nodes than you would ever want. I need 2 electrum sheets. I can do that. That's like really simple. Let me get some. A cobia. Is that a new fish? Tell me it's a new fish. It's not, okay? I just had to make sure while I was waiting here. And you're perfectly done, okay. Get some snacks ready, since we are getting twice the amount anyway. That should be easy enough. Load of sheets. Delicious. We can get the upgrade, and I at least want to know what it does, right? There are like some upgrades where I'm assuming like, for example, the orchard one probably is just going to like speed it up. But like the filing cabinet, I'm assuming just has like items in there that I can access now. Maybe, because otherwise I have no idea what it would be. So let's see. Files. Gwen. Almost lost a finger while living on a farm in Indiana. Her favorite cigarette brand has always been Red Apple. The night her mother died, she ate 5 buckets of popcorn to deal with grief. Okay, so we are learning more about like these guys. That's lovely. I kind of imagined like more images, but hey, I guess it's like something else. Probably there to give us like hints what they like, for example, because they're like some things I never figured out, but hey. It would have been useful very early on, right? Astrid makes a mean guacamole, but hates eating it. Despite her vocal protestations, she loves hearing Giovanni snoring. Slapped a Nazi soldier with a cast iron skillet during the war. You know, that's what you should do, if you have the opportunity, I guess. Gustav doesn't understand the deal with Chablis? Chablis? I don't know. Really likes rugby. Thinks the paradigm shift of postmodernist movements was a mistake. I mean, you do look, I guess, into the past a lot, so I can see that. Elena might have eyes in the back of her head. Hates when people drag their feet. Saw the potential in you all along. Oh, that's sweet. Alice. Likes one granddaughter more than the rest, but will never tell. Sometimes dreams of Ansgar's strong arms. Well then, Atul. Caught a fish with his bare hands. Yeah, that sounds like what he would do. Awarded a participation award at a wood carving contest and sits down in the shower. I mean, if you like that, right? Like, I feel like that point, you could go into the tub, right? I don't know. I mean, his choice, right? Summer. I mean, I also wouldn't want to slip. That's like the next thing. I've definitely had like friends who slipped like in the shower. And they had like some really bad accidents, like even, you know, as children. That doesn't sound fun. I don't know, like we have like a really open shower, right? Like where you just kind of walk in, it's not even like a basin, and it doesn't feel like you could ever slip in there just because of like the type of rocks they're using. Anyway, enough about me, more about Summer. Thinks citrine and quartz are different stones. But fair enough. Once mimicked the movements of a sunflower field for a whole day. You know what? If you have the time, secretly thinks Rose's family is weird. Me too? Jackie likes to boast about his foreign origins, but doesn't know much about his father's country. Often in his underwear, because he runs hot, has murky memories of his childhood. I mean, from what I've heard, reasonable. Bruce and Mickey, things you don't need to know right now. Oh wait, we think that we don't need to know what is going on right now. Loves marble on everything. Says Mickey has never lost a fight. I mean, that we've definitely heard about. Beverly won second place at Chelsea's annual chili cook-off. Never forgets if someone has ever been mean to her. Only had one favorite neighbor in her life. I mean, from what she said, maybe us? I don't know. Buck secretly thinks Demons and Ghouls 2nd edition is better than the first. Has a fondness for Paul Bunyan. Can't help correcting people who say, I could care less. I mean, yeah, I could see that. Daria has chromesthesia? A sound to color as synesthesia. Okay, I've heard about that. I have just never seen it like written out, I guess. Was extremely popular through her art academy. Wishes she could act up as much when she gets visitors. Oh, she wouldn't. I was like, wait, what? She wouldn't act up as much when she gets visitors. I can see that. Giovanni splashes himself with other people's perfumes whenever he can. Had once stolen an ashtray that already belonged to him. Knows almost all of Pablo Neruda's poems by heart. Sandy saw a squirrel once, wow. Ate 2 breakfasts in a day one time, and likes looking up at the stars at night. And that's something to do as a kid, I guess. Seeing one squirrel, I mean, I've seen a lot of squirrels. We have like squirrels in the garden, constantly. Stealing all the nuts. Lily never turns down a drink. And afraid of the big unknown. Always there for her big sister. I mean, I could see that from what we have seen. But yeah. I mean, we still have all of those following us. And some more, technically, you know? Kinda sad that we don't see everyone. But hey, somebody has given... I genuinely don't know if we got that like for hugging my friends, but hey. Something must have happened. Anyway, where was I? I wanted to fish... Right? What else did I want to do? I think I'm missing something. Something important. Did I finish cooking? I probably did. Oh yeah, I needed salmon, right? A salmon and like whatever fish is still missing. I'm gonna sit here for like 10 minutes fishing. Don't worry about it. Oh, haddock was a new one. Okay, cool. The haddock is a large fish. It stands as my fish and chips go-to. Okay. I don't know if this is like the last one that I needed of the fish up, but I still need salmon. I don't know where to get salmon though, because I don't quite remember. Also, let's read some more, just because we've been reading so much already. Easier to make than lobster thermidor, and just as tasty. Oh yes, a berry pie, a diner's favorite. Heat treated crab, a delicious fine snow crab cooked with the simplest culinary treatment. You know, just throw it in there in the pot. Muesli, the best breakfast to stay in shape, or pretend to. A grilled steak, when you're young, it's a filet steak. Maybe. Sweet yogurt. If yogurt could speak, it would sound cultured. Maybe. You know what? I'm gonna have to talk to Albert about that. Anyway, we also have like a steel sheet here. I wanted to do something else, right? Like I feel like I already forgot what I wanted to do. There was like some upgrade. I've obviously gotten this one. Orchard, I only need oak planks. I could cut those. Yeah, I'm gonna, you know, process some materials here real quick. You know what? I just realized something. I've been looking at salmon like the entire time. I was like, there has to be like a fish that's just called salmon. Apparently it's a blue-eyed, like a blue salmon there. Like I even went over there like at some point because I've been fishing for like 20 minutes already. And looked up and apparently they're like the sockeye salmon that I had found before. They seem to be like rare because I feel like I've only ever finished the errand once. Where I needed that one. I thought like, okay, I have to look for those again. But apparently I have like another kind of salmon. Anyway, it's been so long. What did I want to get? Some salmon dish. It was maple salmon. Okay, I feel like I can figure that one out. That's probably require me to put in some maple in there. And some salmon. Okay, that's also the only fish I can put in there with that. Okay, that's definitely some progress. Like I mentioned before, like I don't mind, like I didn't probably mention this before, but I do want to make some progress in here. And that does mean that I still want to revisit my prior idea. I don't actually know why I didn't fully, I guess, go on with that, because I feel like, no, I went to teleport here. I feel like I was like on a good track with like my idea, because I seriously cannot see any other place besides this island, like in Lauenburg, where it could be. I'm gonna go to Lauenburg and I'm gonna draw like a really long line. It seems to be like slightly to the southwest of this place, right? So like I should be able to find it. If it's here, I'm just, you know, feeling like I maybe haven't gone far enough. And my theory is still like, if I compare this with the lines, maybe it should be like on this side roughly. So if I go over here for now, then I'm gonna draw like a line to the left really far, and I'm just gonna see if I find something, because I can't imagine this being a thing where it's like all about a singular coordinate basically. But hey, what do I know? Also, I haven't like fed back in like 2 days. Are you inside? Where are you hanging out? Oh, that smell. Start the event? I can just ask you whenever now? Okay, so I can farm more of those. I was just like really worried about that. I guess I can just do that whenever. I don't know why I couldn't do it before. I just need some that are actually glowing purple. That's like the biggest issue here. You're not glowing. I need XP bottles. I don't know what the requirement was. Maybe I can do that like all the time now when you're sitting like near your table. Because I never figured out like how to do that before. Maybe it's because you told me now that you would never leave. That could also be like part of it. Maybe? I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't just work here, okay? Let's get this one, because we still need like a bunch of XP bottles. And once I have that, we are basically done with upgrades, right? Like it's just like a money issue at that point. And like I can farm money. Like I might actually, you know, for the first time in this entire game, sell something to Francis. I feel like Francis, after all of these jobs that, you know, he's helped me with, maybe, just maybe, he deserves to, you know, get some of my junk. I don't know. Debatable. And we're done. And we got some XP bottles. How many did we get in total? I didn't actually pay attention to that. 15? We need like 25, right? I didn't write that down. Oh, that smell. Yeah, you're starving. I don't know how I could have forgotten about you. It might have been like all of that fishing. Some bread? Humble thanks, Commander. The sustenance right on time. Have a hug. Yeah, dire need of a spirit here. I'm not gonna talk to you because I feel like you're not only going to give me like the other hint that I've already gotten like a dozen of times at this point. Let's just, you know, get the salmon going. And that should be every single dish, I feel like. Our good old friend Susan, who definitely loves us. Yeah. Okay, you have like something to say here. I'm gonna just draw like a line till here, and I'm just gonna stay like on deck and see if something's going to spring at me. I mean, that could be a possibility. I still feel like just because of the drawing on that map, it's going to be like somewhere in the snowstorm, and like from the position it has to be like slightly south, or like maybe exactly on the same height as like the small island, basically. I don't know how I would notice that. I'm just gonna look at the water. Maybe there's like something golden here, but like the other spots I've always had like these stones that were like really noticeable, so I would be rather surprised if I could just not find it. I don't know, at some point I might actually have to check like a guide or something. Maybe there's like someone who could help me with like explicit coordinates or something like that. Still nothing. I don't know if I'm not far enough, if I'm too far to like the north, the south, if this is even like the same region that I have to be in. But like something's just wrong, okay? I am blaming the game, not my own skills of navigation. Maybe I go over here, because like this seems way too far. Like if I compare this should be like where the storm kind of turns like the other direction again. So I feel like this is like way too far away. But what do I know? I don't navigate, right? I just go to places. Right? Like I just have like music on, and then I daydream and I'm suddenly there. But alas, it doesn't work here. Okay, just because I'm like really struggling with this, I am going to accept that and just check. Maybe like at least check if I'm like in the right region, right? Like I have to do something, otherwise I'm gonna stand here for like hours. I could also just like not do it, right? Like I am completely free to like not do this quest, but I don't know. That just doesn't feel right after all of the effort I've put into it. Okay, I looked it up. I was almost right. I was just like slightly too high up there. Like I tried to look at it like properly, right? Like I assume that like something doesn't really 100% line up, but I feel like the angle is like completely off. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the grid again. There are like two grids basically that I paid attention to. And like one goes like, okay, wait, it's like for you guys like this direction, and the other one goes like this direction basically. And I probably navigated like along the wrong one, which is probably the reason why I didn't find it. It should be around there. That's like the only one I'm gonna look up. I'm assuming I at least feel slightly worse about that, or like slightly less terrible about like needing help with that. I don't know, the angle is just like really... To be fair, I could have, like, I talked about, like, the bend there, right? And, I just assumed that, like, the distances aren't, like, completely right on the map. But hey, you know, it makes sense that it's, like, kind of, out there in a place where you would normally never check. And look at that. That's loot. That's lovely. I don't know if this all has to do, though. Wait. I completely missed that we already passed it. Okay, just, like, a small diving spot near some rocks. But hey, we found something. How lovely. It's marble and field and the garden upgrades. Okay. Water retaining soil. And for both. That's cool. Good work. Oh, great, Captain, Pirate Captain. What a marvelous find. In the ice, no less. Many captains have perished in such conditions. Not ye. No need to walk the plank. Ah. Now we just have to wait for the next issue of Luther's Literary Review. Okay, there are multiple of those. I should have actually expected that. Hopefully it has more articles about seagulls. Well, I don't know. Talking about seagulls, I recently saw like a video. Apparently, like seagulls are great at mimicking, and have learned that in certain regions, if they sound like cats, that they get more food. I don't know. I take that with a grain of salt. I just like read it like as a headline basically, and I was like, you know what? I don't really care enough to fact check that, honestly. But hey, maybe it's true. It sounds like something that seagulls would do. Just to get more food, you know? That's just kind of what you should expect. Also, I'm gonna visit Susan now, I think. I feel like I have everything at this point, right? That was like literally just the food. And I did find a new fish while I was fishing. It took like a lot of time, right? Like I spent like a good chunk in like the northeast and then the southwest, because I looked up like the position of like the sockeye salmon, and apparently I didn't even need that one. I don't know if I had like a lot of the blue ones. I just didn't pay attention apparently. Have everything in here? No, you're completely done. That's fine. I'm gonna get some honey. Like, the farming really isn't that important anymore. So, you know what? I'm just gonna skip ahead. That's fine. Let's skip ahead to the next day and, you know, get some speed into, like, this whole business. But before I make it to Susan, how about we check out, like, how to improve my farms? This one... Okay, there are, like, 3 different upgrades at this point. We have the retaining soil one, which needs silica powder and fire glow. A water retaining soil made with the same technology as modern diapers. I don't know if that's, like, really that wise, but maybe in a small field that's probably fine. And the same for this one. I don't know if I really need the upgrade, but I'm gonna get like one of those. I wanna have like every upgrade once, basically. I'm gonna also get like a second one, probably, which would require me to get more fire glow. I feel like I have some seeds of those, right? I know I didn't want to talk to you, but I just wanted to see if there's like any errand I can do. I need more pears. I'm not gonna use the fire glow because I need that for the upgrade. So I'm sorry, Francis, but I guess I'm just here to talk to Susan then. I'm gonna like grow some fire glow and get the other upgrade, and I need some silica powder, right? Like I feel like I have everything for that nearby. That shouldn't be like too much of a hassle, and then we can like get like those upgrades. And I don't know if there are like many more missing. Okay, a reward for all the fish. The oceans are now empty. What a treat you have brought me. The Spiritfarer can't find a fish. He won't fish. You do realize that the house is the water. You take them from their own homes. For shame. Luckily for me and the fish, you can stop now. This collection is completed. And not a moment too soon. Pirate outfit! Yay! And we have like one more collection. I have everything here. Yep, for cooking everything. More dishes. That's incredible. New Spiritfarers never cease to amaze me. Always relying on that Everlight and still burning half their food. What a life you must have. But that we're done. No, wait, there's like... What dish did I not make? Didn't I cook everything now? After crabs? Huh? Okay, I guess I've never made wonton soup. Okay, that's on me. I need rice flour and meat. Let's quickly do that. And maybe sleep through the night? Sure, that's probably a good idea to sleep while something is cooking, right? I am a professional, so don't worry about it. I need meat. I guess just pork? I hope that's fine. I hope there's like no other thing that's going to happen. Anyway, sleep. You know, sleep is good. Rest your eyes and stuff. And it's time. We have the soup. Wonton soup. Not a new recipe, obviously, because we found that apparently at some point. Like, we found like a lot of recipes over time, which makes it kind of hard to see what you've actually cooked and what you've just found. I think it's weird that there's like a different list when it comes to this game. Well then, one last time, give me clothing, apparently black clothing. Are you a master chef now? Do you have a cookbook in stores now? I mean, it's on Steam actually. What would it be called? Stella, the magical chef. How to cook with your Everlight. Spiritfaring your way to a decent weekday meal. Those were all made up titles. And they are copyrighted. So don't you get any ideas now. Well, it's been a wild dish-centric ride. You barely cooking. Me doing an honest job. I won't miss our little talks about food. And we're done now. What do you want? Get on with it already. I mean, collections should be done. Yeah, all collections are done. I guess you have like nothing to say to me. Well, I guess I'm gonna leave you now. That was kind of anticlimactic. Maybe a letter? I don't know. Can you send me like some appreciation that you don't have to, you know, I guess bother with me anymore. I'm gonna leave you alone now. I get it. You don't want me. Okay. I guess we're going to talk to the Lizard King next. Good morning. Find the Lizard King in Edgeborough Lane. I mean, I'm kind of on the way for that. By the way, talking about wonton soup, since it's the last one, it's always a challenge to grasp the slippery wontons with chopsticks. Reasonable. Also, there's like another one, maple salmon. You can add maple syrup to anything. I mean, you can. I don't know if I would necessarily, but hey, you do you, right? Like, it is your chance to become a food criminal, whatever you want to do. Also, like, in general, right? Like a maple criminal? I don't know what that would look like, but hey, it's fine. We are very close to Lizard King, so let's get going then. I hope that, okay, this is like a weird thing. I'm assuming that, like, this quest line with, like, the magazine is going to take a little bit longer. Issues obviously that I got like very late. I don't know why I got like that late. I don't know if it's like something that you're supposed to get like, a lot earlier. So I'm genuinely not sure what to make of it. But if I have to sit around here for like hours at a time, just like sitting and doing nothing, I'm gonna do it, right? Like I'm skipping ahead anyway. So I'm already having like in a, I guess here for a long while, right? Like that's the best way to put it. I was ready for this. Anyway, Lizard King. I am the great Lizard King, first of his name. Great noble of House Reptilia. I mean, yeah, that's probably a big house, right? Like a long and ancient house. And especially long because it's just like very snaky. I don't know. You are my loyal subject. You must do whatever I wish. Well, I need carrots. My town is hungry. Poor peasant. They need food. There is a problem. We had food, but I ate it all. I keep eating all the time. But I am a proud monarch. I cannot tell this to my people. You must help me. Find me some carrots, so I may feed the hungry. I have a sickness. Think about me when you do this. I mean, I do have something. My loyal subject, I am so happy. These are some of the most beautiful carrots ever. I will have the greatest time eating them. If I'm not hungry, then how can my subjects be hungry? I mean, he's got you there, right? It doesn't make sense. You did well for your king. Praise me! Ah, yes, request completed. Talk to Buck. That's the only thing that we can currently do, right? Anyway, Buck, how are you feeling about, you know, the Lizard King? Maybe you feel like you could, you know, ask the magazine to send you something new again? I don't know. Ringing the bell, because I can. Commander. Oh, what a valiant effort. The Lizard King is a fierce combatant, and his taste for carrots is legendary. We should have planned more meticulously. Nothing good ever comes out of helping the wicked. But a true warrior always tries. Well, I sure did. What else can I do? I can see if you have like new errands I wanna do. I still need to grow Fire Glow. Wait, Fire Glow was a vegetable technically, right? Like at least part of this garden. And we do have the upgrade, so I'm assuming that like water's going to last longer here. I don't actually expect it to last like forever, but like, you know. Do I not have any seeds? Or is this like in this one? I felt like it would have been in the other garden. Maybe, wait, I need to do the event, right? Like you can't just buy the seeds? We've not done that in such a long time. Maybe... Yeah, okay. I guess I'm gonna grow more sunflowers then. And then I'm gonna get some more Fire Glow, because I did need that, right? In the future. But I also needed to crush some stuff. Let me do that. I actually had enough Fire Glow, so let's just get that one. I made some silica powder, and this is also for the retaining soil, which definitely looks different, right? Like, if you look at it, which is lovely. Is there something else I can improve? Have we improved you already? I tried to improve one of you. Didn't I? Okay, I needed Fire Glow, which I had before, but I never actually cut the oak planks, apparently. I still need to do that. I still want, like, all of the upgrades, and I feel like all the other upgrades I already have, right? Last check-in. Oh, wait, the chicken coop also needs some ectoplasm, which I can do, and ash. I mean, that's reasonable. Probably, I'm assuming the food is going to last longer, because otherwise I feel like... At this point, we've gotten all of the upgrades, which is very lovely. I cannot see any other upgrades. I just need to upgrade you, which just needs ectoplasm, right? You maybe. You need silk fabric and Fire Glow again. I need some Fire Glow seeds, so I'm gonna get those. Are you on site again? Can I do the event? No, I can't. Okay, I would have loved to start the event. I still don't really know what exactly determines whether I can start the event. Maybe it has to be like late enough or something, but I at least know that you have to be inside, like from my understanding. Anyway, I am near one of those Fire Glow thingies. I'm gonna do that. You know, alone though. Oh, now I can do it. Maybe I could have wasn't able to do it because I was like near Alex. That's important. Just because I need like a little bit more stuff, right? That's the wrong button, but I'm still gonna do that, like, mostly alone. At this point, we have seen, like, everything more than enough. It's, like, not complicated, it's just, you know, pressing the button. I'm sorry, but that's just kinda, you know, the way of the episode. I don't actually recall if I've ever activated the event from here, but hey, time to start the event. For those seeds. I mean, Gustav's definitely helping me from the great beyond. But let's be honest, so do all of them. Also, this is such a minor thing, but I actually never noticed before that they're actually carrying like a little bag there, like where the seeds are in, which is like such a minute detail. I don't know how I missed it. Like, it's, on one hand, it's like a minute detail. I just think it's like really cute, but on the other hand, I don't know how I missed that. To be fair, I've only done this event like a few times. Look at all the glims. I don't think it's like really that efficient just to get like that many, but it sounds great, so I like it. Also, I can carry... Oh, wow, that's actually really useful to use the shimmer ability, the other one. I had never really thought about that, to use it, like, in these events, but, hey, really cool, especially for, like, that specific scene. You seem to be kind of stuck. You've been stuck ever since the event. What's going on with you? A hug? Maybe you can fly now. It's kind of nighttime, okay? And I guess... Carrots? Praise the Lord. These comfort delicacies bring tears to my eyes and pulse to my belly. Oh yeah, they sure do. I hope you, you know, can still sleep with like so much in your belly. You know, I'm kind of doing like a kind of a nostalgia trip. Like it's sometimes hard to appreciate, like depending on like, especially when you are watching this, but like how much work went into like the series. It's been like a series that's stayed with me for like almost half a year at this point. I started like in early February. It's like late June at this point. And there were like so many phases in my life where I basically played this so much that I was like weeks ahead. And then I often took like, at times took like breaks. Especially like after some of the more sadder moments in the story. And it still stayed with me for so long. And like visiting these places now that I'm basically just waiting around. I'm assuming that there's still something coming with like that one quest line. I guess I just had to visit places like here, right? Like Theodore, the first one we talked to, when Gwen shouted at him for so long. And yeah, obviously it's a game, right? Like, it's like always the thing that you're kind of processing here. I'm gonna buy like 10, just because I can. I don't think there's anything else I really care about. Right, it's like something... That is like a personal journey in that sense. And obviously it feels different in a way that I shared it, right? Like, I feel like there are definitely massive parts of this game. I think that they are like a bit more personal than I would have liked them for like a YouTube series, right? But it doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy like almost all of almost all of the game, right? Like, there are a few things that have like complaints about this game, but even those aren't like really major things. I feel like I'm gonna talk about this more in like the next episode. But yeah, I definitely want this upgrade. Wait, we got this upgrade already? Okay, wait, it was this one that I needed, right? Yeah, orchard upgrade. You'll be picking fruit and all day now. That sounds crazy. I'm still gonna get it. I want like all of them. Because there was also like the letter of Elena telling me that there are some stations that I could be upgrading. Was there like something else I could upgrade? Like, maybe I need to like literally upgrade like all of the stations, right? Like even the duplicates, which, you know, maybe... I'm still like checking if there's like something I missed. If it's just like aluminum here. I do have enough fire glow for all of those, but not enough. Oh wait, I need bright jelly for... No, wait. I don't even have like those two upgrades. I still need some bright jelly and some more silica powder. Otherwise, I'm still growing like the rest. There is the beehive. I don't know if I want the beehive in like both of those farms. Right, like I don't know if I need like all of those upgrades. Wait a second. There's one cell upgrade which needs ectoplasm and silk. I can do that. We can do the event one last time, and I think I needed like 5 or 6 more XP bottles, so with that I should be done with like the upgrades. And it wasn't even enough, didn't get enough. I don't know if it's just like unlucky, or maybe like all of the important ones are like at the top, and the mechanic works like slightly different. But still, that's just kind of how it works, I guess. Also, I wanted to reach Francis. Okay, yeah. And we have another event to do. I still needed some of you guys. And it's still lagging. This is like the one weird thing about this game, that this event lags that much. I don't know. It's just like the way the shader loads. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm just working here. That's also the wrong button I wanted to press. I actually wanted to glow you. Oh. Oh, we got the next quest. Mid-event. That's something. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Like, I might have to, you know, take a break in between recording just because this has been taking so long. But alas, like, I am here for, like, the long haul, right? Like, so I shouldn't be too worried about that. Also, another thing, and it's like a really minor thing, but, like, this ability is so great in these events. And I did it for the fire glow, but also for, like, catching the ectoplasm guys. Yeah, it makes so much easier, everything. And for the new letter. The Luther's Literary Review. Let's see what you can offer me. Luther's Literary Reviews presents the second of the Crow's Ends. Ink lost bodies. And remember, a ship is never late. It always on time. Scene closed. Portalon shard for reference. I can't even talk. Also, one more special item, which is obviously the chart that I got, right? A chart that details the location of a secret diving treasure again. Well, we can at least look at it in just a second here. And I would like to see that. Oh wait, it's like in one of those, yeah. Let's see where you are pointing me. They did say something about time. I don't know what the time is about, but I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. Looking at it, double island again, 2 mountains, but this time it's connected. We have like another weather line at the bottom. Again, I have like another one on my side, so let's just see where that could be. So similar to before, we have like the 2 lines there. Like, it seems to be like 2 mountains, but this time it's like closer connected. But I also see something on the right. I don't really know. Is this like another border? This seems to be like really wiggly. I'm gonna for now assume that like the rotation is like almost correct. I say almost in the sense that like the top is north more or less. Maybe it's wrong, but this is like kind of where I am at in the beginning, right? Like it's probably the easiest to check those. Doesn't feel like it's this one. Could it be this one? That's the countryside, right? Like this is... No, wait, it's not the one that I'm thinking of with the mountain, is it? Just because like the shape of the island is like almost correct. It's still connected. I feel like, is this the one where we meditated or was that in Mount Toriyama? It's one of those, I feel like, but the countryside would be rather flat, right? Was there like an island on the right? Maybe I'm overthinking that as a mountain, but if it's here, then I guess we would be rotated a lot and would be here. Like this would be like the line would also be like the blue that I'm seeing, right? So, if that's the case, I don't know if like these squares are like aligned properly, but like if it's the case that that's the place, then we would be somewhere. No, that doesn't really feel right. I feel like this is wrong. Wait, that's technically a gap there, right? Could it be that one? Wouldn't align with the grid either, but we at least have like some blue below again. We have 2 small islands. How would that be aligned though? I'm still not sure like which grid I'm supposed to be looking at. Like when it comes to alignment, I'm guessing it's the one that's like slanted for you guys like this way. Because it's, it seems to be like clearer. There are technically 2 ones and this one's like also smaller pieces, are they? No, there's also one that goes like, Maybe it's the other one. It's kind of hard to tell. Wait, if I'm looking at this one, wait, there's like another grid that actually would align because we have like a line going through here, basically. If I'm following that one, that would mean that it's like on the line here. I don't know. That would be like 2.5 away, so like around here-ish? If I'm seeing this right, and like the grid is actually to be trusted. I know there are like multiple grids on there, but like if this is the right grid, then it would be around this line. Okay, I'm just gonna... Wait, can I teleport there? I forgot where I am. Wait a second, let me find where I am currently. Okay, I'm like near here. That's actually not too far away. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just go here like straight. Ignore everything. I'll see you there. Actually, I have everything for the cow stall, by the way. Also, your cows will be less hungry all the time. I'm gonna get that one. I'm still growing more fire glow because I feel like I'm gonna need it. Look at that. It's upgraded. How much more to upgrade? This one, the chicken corp. Have your chickens help themselves with more food. Yep. That's another upgrade. And I feel like at this point it's... Like we've upgraded you, right? Like we have upgraded everything... No, this one still. The Stella upgrade. The power of extra fermentation is at your fingertips. Lovely. Now I feel like we have upgraded everything. I don't know if we actually have, but like we actually are close to it at least. Oh! Actually got that right. I see the loot coming closer. It made sense. I feel like I understand how to read the maps now. It's just like kind of hard to see sometimes because obviously my map looks different to their map. Okay. And also finding a new shoe. Captain. You remind me of a young pirate Swabby on me last ship. He were natural with a mob. A bit of attitude. So my previous captain traded him for barrels of firewater. Was it worth it? Of course it been. I couldn't feel me fingers for days. Come to think of it, he also had a big head. Ah, don't worry, Captain. This is me ship. If anything, I'm the one who could be traded. The old doesn't have any liquor by any chance. Next time, maybe. Well, until the next issue of Luther's Literary Review. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be like a little bit more waiting time, I guess. Yeah, this is like something I have to deal with. Is there anything? Like, I feel like something has to still be a miss, right? Like, I feel like I need to be able to improve something if something is going to happen, just because there was like the mail that I got that basically told me, hey, you still have like stations to upgrade. I don't know if that means I have to upgrade like all of these, which would be rather annoying if you ask me. Especially because like something like the beehive just takes up like some space, even though I don't really care about the space anymore, right? I could probably do that. I could probably also move you away. I have all upgraded here, everything upgraded here, here. This one's upgraded. It might be related to the fact that I don't have all the upgrades yet. This one I have though. This one I have though. Maybe I have all of them. Yeah, I guess I have all of the upgrades now. I don't know, I'm just thinking about like the letter that I got. Where is it? This one. You have a bit more to go. I think you can upgrade your stations. It's like the one I'm thinking of. Maybe I need to upgrade everything and something is going to happen, or nothing is ever going to happen. Who knows? I'm still going to have to wait anyway. Upgrade 1 and upgrade 2. Now all the orchards are at least upgraded. I still need... Okay, field upgrade I can definitely do. The water one needs silica. Beehive I already have, and this one requires pine planks. Okay. Water retaining soil. And you should just need the beehive. That's fine. Now I have everything upgraded here, everything upgraded here, everything upgraded here, obviously everything upgraded here. You are also upgraded. Yeah, there really isn't a lot to do. The only thing that's missing is like the sheep corals, and I need linen fiber for that one. I do have some linen though. I do have a lot of rope, and I do have a decent amount of like ash planks, so I could probably do that. Start the event one last time, and then I should have all the resources I need. And with that, I think I do have everything I need. I'm already charting a... No, still not? Okay, wait, I needed some for the upgrade. Gosh darn it. I was already charting a course to Albert, so I guess I still need to do that event like one more time. Okay, I actually grew like a bunch of fiber array, but it's like so much fiber that I need for these upgrades. Okay, I need 3 more corals here. And they need 12 each and have 6 already, so... 24, 30 linen that I need. That's still a bit, but you know I don't have to like force it now because I probably still have like a few more quests. But alas, that's just kind of it. You know, I've been thinking at this point, you know, Francis, you have done so much for me. And I also like don't just want to do like these errands because like I'm not gonna give you my ectoplasm or like my XP potion. I feel like I need those still, right? Like stuff like that. At this point, I feel like you have done so much for me, right? I feel like it's fine to sell your stuff. Not the drawings, obviously, but I feel like all the junk that I don't really care about. Like, I don't know. The chandeliers, who needs those on your boat, right? These are worth nothing. Collectible cards, sure, you can have them. Dioramas? I mean, why not? I hope I don't need them in the future. Bars? Who cares, right? Like, at this point, like, I'm just giving you, like, everything I feel like is something you would like, right? All of the ceramic bowls, don't want them in my inventory. The vintage poster, Magic Mystery Parade 1967. Twice apparently. Should be sold, yeah. Valuable necklaces. I was like fishing some up like while I was just fishing earlier. Vibrant necklaces. We have not seen in quite some time. But hey, I have like 11 of those. I don't care about old carpet. I just want to be rich. You know, bring all that money into the afterlife as you would do. Old paintings look all the same. Yeah, that's exactly it. And the old coin collection. You can have those as well as the valuable rings that are not valuable to me. I'm not gonna sell like anything else though. Like food just in case I need something specific. I hope the junk I didn't need. It would have been really silly. But I might sell more stuff like once I leave. I heard like some weird noise, but maybe that was just me. Anyway, I guess I'm done here. I just have to wait still. Oh, new one. I was just like upgrading. I only am missing one more, but I did get like another letter. That's like perfect timing here. Let's see what I can get. Where is it? Letter. I'm blind. Why am I so blind? Yep, this is to Adventure First Order Buck. Luther's Literary Review presents the third of the Crow's End's Inc. Lost Bounties. And remember, a good place to start is at the beginning. Enclosed is a portolan chart as reference. Starting at the beginning, I'm not sure if this is going to be the Evergate, like, for me, or if it's going to be the beginning as in, you know, Crow's Inc. Right, both of those could be reasonable, but let's not fight. I want to project you, the chart number 3. 2 islands like that. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that and we are going to talk about that in a second. This would be in the middle of 2 islands. Okay, here's the thing. We have 2 islands here. But I don't think this is rotated enough. So maybe it's actually here then. Maybe... Like, I see like the weird wiggle there. Obviously the map, you can probably see it like on screen. There's like the weird wiggle like right next to the island. I don't think it's going to be here though. This one's a little wiggle. Could that be it? Is the shape working out? Because it's not this one. This one has like a different island there. Huh. 2 parts, right? Like this one is like kind of suspicious like because of like the curvature here, but like, can you remove? No, you cannot. I don't think that there's a button to like remove symbols, but like this could otherwise be the right island shape, but this one's rotated. That's like the reason why I'm so confused about that one. But I'm not too far away. I'm gonna try this real quick. If it's not here, I'm gonna look at the map again. But before we reach it, I'm gonna finish the final event because we're also very close. I only need like a few more bottles, like 5. And once I have those, I can also go to Albert's, which is like right next door, right? And that should be fine. Sadly, I can't get both of you at the same time. That's annoying. And we have everything we need. We can finally upgrade the boat. I just want to see if I'm like correct about my theory. Because if I am, then I don't have to chart a new course. Okay, I still have to chart a new course afterwards, but like I don't have to think. And I'm correct, as always. Clearly, I would never be incorrect. And look at that. Time to dive. Get whatever it is, and it's probably something fun. Crystal blast sheets? Okay, it's like a lot of materials that would have been useful another time. Well done. Another truly great find, me old buccaneer. Old Harbor was once a nice little promenade. A cozy stop for cheap tourists and weary travelers. I'd had a small cafe with these incredible patisseries. I know, a pirate like myself in a cafe. Their danishes were to die for. I can smell the raspberry filling to this day. Arr! Enough about the past. You're a natural captain. An example for a valiant crew. I'm always learning from your example, or great pirate captain. A new Luther's Literary Review should be coming soon. I hope so, because I have to wait. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting a lot of loot. I don't actually know what that does for me, like, at the end of the game, right? Like, if I get, like, some cool upgrades, because I might still be missing one, right? I have no idea. Anyway, upgrades. Hey, and we're here. One last trip to Albert's. This is, like, one of the reasons why I started selling already. I'm definitely going to sell, like, more to Francis, but I did need a little bit of money, like, right now to get, like, the final upgrades. Oh, I wanted a friend who cut his own toe. And this is Roberto. Oh, yeah, we had that one before. I'm sorry, you're kind of running out of jokes. And we have you first. This one makes me faster, 80%, right? So we absolutely need it. This is the Sun Ballad. A figurehead praising the sun makes a boat go 80% faster. I don't think it's like a cumulative 80% to like what we've already had. It's like probably 20% more than before. That's the last one, the last figurehead. And we have the Fearless Whale. The Fearless Whale is a colossal-sized boat of your dreams. And with that we have everything. Yeah, absolutely everything. You got something to say about that? Welcome back to Shipyard, Stella. Tell me what you need. I guess I'm done. I guess I have no reason to return to you. I'm sorry, Albert. You know, this is like the whole thing about like ghosts and, you know, their unfinished business. I guess I'm finishing my business here, right? Well, more waiting for me it is. And with that, I have enough linen for the final upgrade on this boat. Unless there's like another upgrade that I can find that's like for one of the buildings that already has like an upgrade. I don't know. But for now, I guess it's just time to tell you to stop. Wait, how did I miss one linen? Don't I get like 3 each time? Am I one? How am I one off? That doesn't make any sense. Did I drop one here? Oh yeah, ah, typical. Okay, but for real this time. For real this time. This is the last visible upgrade that I have. Sheep coral upgrade. The final one. And I have nothing to upgrade anymore. Right, like I've checked everything like twice. This one's upgraded. Obviously, all of the houses are upgraded. This one as well, right? I would have been kind of disappointed had I missed an upgrade, because I felt like I always made really sure to have gotten all the upgrades, even for Lena, who didn't actually want those. This one doesn't even have upgrades. You could listen to like other music and stuff, but yeah, it's done. Another thing off my checklist. I never got Beverly's binders. Photographs and souvenirs from the past. How have I never gotten those? Huh. That's embarrassing. And here I thought I had like all of the buildings upgraded before people left, but apparently I didn't, which is, you know, that's kind of on me. I should not have done that. It's just, I have no idea how I could have missed that. Okay, I just never noticed that there's actually a buff for visiting Gustav's gallery. This is the first time that I'm seeing it. I was just like giving Buck some food, and I was like, you know what? Why is your mood so high? I didn't even give you like that great of a meal, but hey, apparently that's a buff that I've never seen. And yeah, I feel like there was like a lot of interactions that I probably missed in this game, but hey, at least I got to see it once, right? It seems like mail has finally arrived. I'm actually like not even sitting on the PC all of the time, or like at least watching something outside, because this is like basically just waiting around for half an hour each time I wait for a letter or so. Still though, another literary review. Luther's literary review presents the fourth of the Crows and Ink Lost Bounties. And remember, a tuna is not just a fish, it's just a... Wait. Yeah, and remember, a tuna is not just a fish, it's a state of mind. I don't know why there was like the contradiction in there, that kind of confused me in a moment. That's where the word attune comes from. See enclosed Portalon chart for reference. Yeah, I mean, I don't quite know if it's actually coming from there, but like, hey, I'm gonna believe you guys. You seem very trustworthy if you ask me. Anyway, check that one out. That's the wrong one. I don't know why I want to read up facts every single time. Anyway, look at that. I'm gonna take a screenshot again. This one instantly reminds me of like the south, but hey, let's take a screenshot. So my very first thought is basically here, because there's like this thin strip, but it might actually not be it. I'm assuming it has something to do with tuna instead, but there's like really a thin strip, and I don't think it's this one, for example, here. Is there like another tuna? I should probably look like explicitly for like the tunas, but like I feel like this thin strip of something is kind of, I guess, confusing me. It could be those two islands. Now I look at it, because we have like this little thing in there. We have like tuna here. This is like a lot wider than it should be, but maybe that's just like the size comparison. If we look at those, can I see like a grid? Can I find like the right grid? Because I feel like the lines are a lot thinner in here. Is there like a smaller grid in there? Because I don't think that this is quite working out. But like looking at it, basically if we draw like a line and make like a triangle, then it would be around here if I'm correct. Wait, is that a correct line? Like, it's honestly kind of difficult to tell, like, which lines I'm supposed to be paying attention to. Which, you know, I feel like the additional lines are, like, literally there to confuse you, right? Yeah. It might be here-ish, though. Like, if it's actually this one. This is, like, the one that I'm thinking of, like, first. Let's go over here. And I'm gonna look afterwards. Because I feel like I'm gonna have to teleport around anyway. So, for now, this is probably like the biggest thing I'm thinking of. I don't see anything else. But obviously that would mean that the charts are like really squished this time. If that's the case. Which, to be fair, as part of the puzzle, that's like not the worst idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume that's like kind of here. The angle is just kind of... Is it even off? No, I think this is actually perfectly aligned with like north. More or less. It's just that the sizes aren't quite right. Because we have like this small island here. We have like the little bay area here. We have like this island with a flat on the bottom and like two hills. Kind of heart-shaped, or like, I guess, loaf-shaped, right? Like a cut toast. So... That would mean that it's actually further to the left. Because it's like... Here, there's like a line, technically. And roughly here-ish? Let's see if I can figure that one out. Also, more than time, I need to feed Buck. I'm also doing that like in between. It's why we had like the previous clip. Let's travel down here. This is like, again, just the place I assume it is currently. Or let's go over here. It might be like slightly quicker. I don't think it makes like much of a difference. I just feel like the tuner is like really important in that story. Oh, that was actually not even where I expected it to be. Like, I actually had to stop a lot earlier. But hey, we're here. And we get stuff and things. Dice Boy's first EP. Okay, that's new.
Oh, Captain. He was probably too young to remember the tuna wars. Them was the days of decadence. Not long ago, it's been quite a feat to track down tuna in these waters. Slippery little buggers. Not just because of the water. They was cunning. They would outsmart the most skilled fisherfolk. They war for dominion or these majestic aquatic fishes been fierce. Numerous pirates were armed in the search of tuna. However, one day all tuna disappeared from the region. Not one in sight. The old tuna economy collapsed. Nowadays, you have to be extremely lucky to find some such rare creatures. They know how to hide and they know how to fight. Not like that treasure you just found. Jolly work, Captain. I do like saying the word tuna. I keep saying it until we get another issue of Luther's Literary Review. Are you hungry, by the way? Also, you're going away. I guess I can just wait again. There's like not a lot to do. You know, as before, I'm trying to think if there's like anything else I want to do. I guess check out the first EP or something like that, because we got something. Let's see what's new. Dice Boys, also just checking if there's like anything else I missed. Menacing Sheep we definitely had before, and Lost at Sea, yeah. So Dice Boys is only the only one. Look at them. The lads of cubes. Surely something. Still cool that we can see, I guess, the past. Anyway, I guess it's back to waiting for half an hour for me. I'm just gonna, you know, move out of this region here so I can actually talk to Buck when he's hungry. Anyway, let's get to waiting. A vision from Dormin itself. A slice of blood sauce. Or what mortals call it, tomato pizza. Commander, never mind. Finally, the quest continues.
Okay, I feel like it's like, I don't even know how long it takes, like half an hour each time. I think it's like 2 days or so between letters. Anyway, to adventure First Order Buck. Luther's Literary Review presents the 5th of the Crow's End Ink Lost Bounty. And remember, the rain is only the fastest way water can travel. Encloses a Portaloon chart as a reference. So something related to rain. Also, these don't have like an interesting description, do they? Am I blind? I'm probably kind of blind. A chart that details the location, yeah. I feel like it's like the same every single time. So let's quickly do that. We are hopefully kind of approaching the end here because it's taking quite some time. Where's it? Chart 5. And... you didn't say something about rain in the letter, so I'm assuming it's not too hard to find. It should be like a rain cloud with like an island above and like... Wait, I should probably just take a screenshot of this again, you know, as I have done so far, and then let's meet again at the map. And by that I obviously mean this map now. Let's see, we do need some storm clouds, I'm assuming. We also have some blue nearby. And an island to the north of it. We do have some storm clouds here. We do have some of that over there, and I feel like it could be a similar shape. I think it's like near Sandwich Walk. It could be south of you. I'm assuming it's like near Irina, but I can't really make out like how far exactly. I'm assuming by the grid size, maybe like 3 below. Like I'm assuming it's actually like basically here. Okay, let's get going then. And we're almost where I expected it. Let's see if I'm correct in my prediction. Also, this boat is like so long now. It's kind of impressive. It is so needlessly long. It seems like I was like slightly off if this is correct. Looking at it, maybe it's more in the neck area, like here. I'm quite sure that it should be like in this area just because of like the blue on the east side. That kind of thing, but I might be completely wrong, but I'm just gonna, you know, wiggle around a little bit. Oh, that was quick. I wanted to actually get a better position to sit in, but hey, don't need that if I can just find the treasure. Food? Mock gruel? 20 shoes? Was it Francis who put the stuff here? Anyway, I guess Buck has something to say. I'm assuming this is like not the end, otherwise I feel like this would have been like a bit more impressive. I don't know, that might just be me though.
What a poor owl! Which makes sense since it's in proximity with flotsam shores. That old makeshift container city underwater, built from debris and flotsam. Rumors been floating around. See what I did there? Huh? Rumors that the inhabitants came from nearby islands. They were just tired or paying their landlords and not theft. They created a container paradise, a place for all free of rent. Which smells quite bad and has the humidity of a wet towel. And that's coming from me, old Johnny Silverleg. Well, we're soldiers of fortune. We take what we can get. Another week of another Luther's Literary Review. I guess there's still at least one left, so I guess back to waiting for half an hour in the rain. I might actually get closer to one of the bus stops, but hey, otherwise the rain. Finally. I've been playing around quite a bit here, but hey, finally. I hope this is the last one, because like this episode has been taking so much longer than I actually wanted it to take. Like I thought the 100% of like Susan's quest would take like that long, but it's literally just a waiting game, right? Anyway, Luther's Literary Review. Luther's Literary Review presents the 6th of the Crow's End Lost Bounties. And remember, bright lights might not always be bright spots. See enclosed Portaloon chart for reference. Bright lights. We do have the one with like all of the billboards, right? That's like the first thing that I'm gonna think about. Let's see if this actually means anything once I look at it. The blue is interesting again. Gonna take a screenshot. So shape-wise, this actually reminds me of another place, because like obviously this is like the bright lights, but it might be related to something else. And like the main thing that I'm currently thinking about, like island shape, is like these ones, right?
So it would be somewhere in here. Which, to be fair, it's kind of bright in the nebula, so that might be related, because we have like the big island here on the right and the small one here. Distance-wise, I'm assuming it's going to be like 2 below here. It's not quite in this area here. Like, this is again like measuring based on like these squares that are not 100% decipherable, in my opinion, but I feel like it would be around here-ish. So I'm gonna teleport there. We are so quick. Like, look at the islands just passing, you know, behind us. It's crazy, like, how quick this massive galleon can just move. Yeah. It definitely was necessary to upgrade it, right? Anyway, we should enter the nebula again in just a second. I hope. Right, like, I'm great charting courses, and I'm assuming I'm, like, close at least. I'm not? Huh? Did I select like a wrong position? Maybe I selected something wrong. That might be on me. I selected... No, I'm in the nebula. I don't know why it's not showing up. Like, it might be closer to this place, but I'm not so sure. It's definitely to the left. Right, we have like this area here. Maybe it's actually further, like, up to the north. Maybe I'm too far south, but it's definitely like somewhere in here. And I'm not 100% sure about it then. And I'm kind of confused why like the background didn't switch back. I'm going to not do this event here. I'm sorry. We will have to think about something else to do. Because like at this point, again, I don't really need it. No event. Let's just continue our travels. Look at how nice the background is. I'm just again kind of confused why it seems like we're not in the nebula. Might have just been because we like exited and entered in a weird way. I'm not sure, but it should definitely be nearby the treasure, if I'm correct. Maybe I need to measure this a little bit better. It feels like it should be 2 squares below, and then like in the center of that. And then measuring from the left, like I definitely feel like it's closer to the left than the right. Like maybe it's actually at the end here. Maybe I was right the previous time, or maybe I need to count those like slightly differently. I don't know, I feel like it's basically like a straight line down. If I don't find something, then I don't, but otherwise I'm gonna go up again, right? Like it should be roughly this range, assuming that the islands are correct. Oh, that was quick. We actually found it. Okay, I was just like a few pixels off, I guess. Time to dive. Is this the final one? I have no idea. Gold sheets? Gold ore? Large glim bottles? I mean, it's something, but I feel like Buck is kind of sleeping. Let's go to sleep ourselves, and then we can maybe talk about this, because, like, yeah, talk to Buck, there's, like, still part of the request. Like, otherwise, it's, like, so empty. It feels so weird to look, like, into the upgrades tab, or, like, the shenanigan tab, and, like, see nothing. I don't know. It's just... I guess it's the end of the game, right? I don't know what else I expected. And honestly, as I mentioned before, I feel like had I known that this... I guess treasure hunt would have taken that long, I probably would have moved it into like its own episode. But alas, it's too late for that.
Captain, great haul. You really put our in wholeheartedly. All ye lost treasures of Crow's Ink have been found. Oh, that's the last one, okay. An empire can finally be put to rest thanks to your effort. And scene. Wasn't that great? Oh, I forgot to tell you. Caspar Crayford wrote me a personalized note, congratulating me for finding all of Crow's End's treasures. He awarded me with the official title of Master Adventurer, because I did it, not you. Since the magazine subscription was in my name, he thought I was the one finding all the treasures. Yeah, I know, you did all the work, but it's not like I didn't already know where all the treasures were. Those clues were pretty easy. Sure, you went out, jumped into the water, and got wet at all. Listen, I'll ask for another Master Adventurer card. I'd say mine got lost in the mail. That always works. I'll even ask for your name change. So, we'll both have one. Old Johnny Silverleg would be proud. Let me do that.
Okay. Request completed. Do I get mail now? Don't tell me that I have to wait another 2 or 3 days for mail. Because if I have to, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to take that long. How about this? I am going to end the episode here. I feel like this might have been the last request. Next time, I'm going to wait for that letter. I'm just doing this, you know, for time reasons. I'm gonna wait for the letter. And I'm assuming that would have been the last thing that we've done on this big boat that has never actually gotten christened with a name. Huh. You know what I think about it? Even though this good old boat carried me everywhere. It had like all of these upgrade names. I could have probably just called it something like that, like the Narwhal or something like that, right? But alas, I guess it's over now. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this series so far, and I hope to see you again for the finale. In any case, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you next time. Till then, have a good one, and bye-bye.